It don't matter how good you think you got things wrapped up or how good you think you're doing. Mother Nature always finds a way to win. We ended up getting about 3 inches of snow here in South Carolina. Something we're not used to too much. Usually we get an inch or two, something like that. But it all in all, if it hadn't melted when it first came down, I believe we would have got about 6 inches altogether. Because just the way it was falling in some areas that it didn't melt, we got about 3 or 4 or 5 inches. So I think altogether it probably would have been about 6. Everything on the farm's doing good. Like I say, it's really cold. The sun is out, starting to melt things a little bit. I hear you. I hear you. Let me go ahead and throw in some peas so they'll be quiet. We will be going up. I'll take y'all on a trail ride, show y'all some of the snow. Like I say, some of it's starting to melt in the very sunny areas, but most of it in the shady areas is still here. And on the hillside over there, it'll be here for a long time. Let's go in and check on Pearl. We did end up sealing up some of the cracks on Pearl's house to make it a little bit more warm in there, making the door frame a little bit smaller. All the babies look like they're doing really good. All 8 of them. They sitting right up under that heat lamp up there. Still getting some eggs, but I got a feeling they're frozen. I'll take y'all on a little trail ride and stuff when we go check on Loretta and Dolly and Nelson, see if they had any babies overnight. I came up here late last night, about 12 something o'clock at night, just to check on them. Still no babies. Me and Mikey put extra hay in there. In the previous video you'll see, we'll put some more hay in there today for them, just to make sure they got a big thick bed of hay to lay in and something to keep the babies warm. Loretta is a good mom. Dolly, this will be her first time, so we'll have to wait and check on her, make sure she's cleaning her baby up and stuff like that, like she's supposed to. Loretta did really good last time. She was a little standoffish from the baby at the beginning. I don't think she knew it was her first time, and she didn't exactly know what to think of it. So then it took her about an hour, and then she came around really good and was the best mom I've ever seen. So the chickens are doing good down here. Like we said previously, it's actually warmer in here than it is outside because the tin we've got up, we got that little air vent there, but there's styrofoam insulation on the ceiling. You can see it back here. Some of it's missing over there. And it does keep it well insulated in here. It's not bad at all. It's like at least almost a 10-degree difference from outside to what's in here. So all the chickens are doing good. They're happy. I'm about to feed the rabbits. I'll grab us a bale of hay and then we'll go up and ride a little trip around the trail a little bit around the pond and up on some of the top of the pasture up there. And I will tell y'all, I got some coyote traps out. Now I know a lot of people are against that, but y'all, it is what it is. Out here on the farm, we have to protect our animals, and I'd rather catch the coyotes in the woods before they come into the pasture and we have to deal with Shep getting hurt. That's the reason we got Gracie, so we'd have 2 livestock guardian dogs and Shep wouldn't be doing it on his own, because regardless if that's why we got him or not, I do not want Shep hurt. So I do have a couple of coyote traps, still trapped out to catch the coyotes before they get down here and kill our chickens, kill our pigs, a baby goat, because they smell that blood when a baby's born, the baby pigs, anything like that. They will jump right over that fence. I have seen videos of coyotes jumping over a 7-foot fence, climbing a 7-foot fence with a 15, 20-pound dog in their mouth. And I mean, we care about our animals. If other people, they choose not to do anything, that's them. That's everybody's choice. This is just our choice, and I'm not forcing it on anybody else. So this is what we do here. We trap the coyotes and eliminate them. So is what it is. I ain't gonna apologize for it. We're doing what we're doing to protect our animals and our livestock. So I think everybody that watches these videos have the same, pretty much same mindset. You just got some people that might click on the video and have a different mindset on it. So, like I say, it is what it is. I'm going to do what I need to do to protect my animals at all costs. So, all right, so the chickens are fed here. Let me get them a little bit of water and feed the rabbits. And we'll grab a bale of hay, take you on a trail ride, go check on Loretta and Dolly. Well, y'all, did everything I possibly could. And as y'all can see, the water is on wide open here. And y'all can see the ice in that hose. It's done froze up. The gun's even froze up. It won't even mash. It's hard as a... Y'all can see the ice come out of it. So I had this screwed on here last night and just had it loose so that the water would have a steady trickle. Y'all can see it running down the hose, and had it hanging here like that and let the water just run down, and it still froze up. It got down to like 17, 18 degrees last night. There isn't too much you can do. So I'm gonna have to wait on that to thaw out. I'll have to go up to the house. We have hoses that we deliberately wrap the spigots up and drain the hoses completely. But this one, there's nothing you can do with it. It's hooked over here in the pasture and it's gonna freeze. I wrapped it up, but it froze up anyway. Let me put that a little bit tighter. I don't want it to, when it thaws out, I don't want it to be spraying all my water everywhere. Put some of this snow in there for them to lick on. They got a little bit of water. I put a little bit of water. I didn't have much in the jug, but that's gonna melt in the water that I did add in there. All in my hand. wanted y'all to see real quick right here. This right here is coyote tracks. That's one trail. That's another trail. I was looking at them first, make sure they wasn't deer. These are coyote tracks. You can see the dog prints in them if you look really close. So they going through there, following right there and going that way. And I'll show y'all some more of them. Y'all can see them going down the road right there. You can also tell the difference in how far they are apart from a deer track. A coyote walks like a dog. Y'all can see that trail where them coyotes is walking right there. Over here. Oh, my hands are cold, y'all. Y'all see that? Coyote tracks. And then let me show you down here. Right here, if y'all see the cable on the tree, there's a coyote trap right here. And you can see where the coyote has walked completely around this tree and then went back that way. Y'all see the coyote tracks right here, and then he went that way. So he walked right around this trap. So that tells me he didn't like something that he smelled on this trap. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this trap up and move it somewhere else. Like I say, I know a lot of people are against trapping them, but when it comes to an animal that would kill your dogs or kill your livestock, you don't have much of a choice. I know also what that they would do if a pack of them got a hold of Shep or Gracie or any of our other puppies or Pearl's baby piglets. We kept leaving them alone. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing any trapping for a while. I stopped a long time ago. And y'all, they were coming up in the yard. So y'all have to excuse me. It's cold out here. Catch my breath. They were coming way too close. They were coming up on the edge of the pasture and getting more and more bold. So you have to take steps. And once you trap a couple of them and get rid of a couple of them, then they'll stay away and I'll take the traps up and be done with that. But you got to do something. I've shot in the air. Excuse me. Whew, my hand's cold. I've shot in the air, everything, or just tried to shot into the pond, trying to run them off at night. And the next night they'll be right back, or that night they will actually be right back. So you got to do something a little more drastic to get rid of them and run them off for a while, and they'll stay away for a couple of months. And like I say, I'll take the traps up and be done with that until they come back again. So there's always something on the farm, always something. And y'all, look how beautiful it is out here. It is just absolutely beautiful. And up here, it's about 3 inches. It's about 3 inches thick up here. And like I say, I'll show y'all the hillside down here. The snow will still be here in about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks or more, because that sun don't really hit these areas that much. It stays shady. So let's ride on down. Y'all can see them coyote tracks right here. And we're coming down the hill going straight towards our house right now, up on the hillside. If you look down there, you'll see our house way down there. It's about 60, 70 feet, 75 feet lower than what we are right now. We're going straight downhill. All right, there was another trap right there. And that's another deer stand. And that's the pond over there. Y'all can see the valley down here that we're in, the big pond, the little catfish pond's right there, the house is right there, and y'all can see the hillside going up, and Loretta and Nelson's pen is over there. It is absolutely beautiful out here, just absolutely beautiful. And like I say, we're going straight down. Try to hold y'all level where you can see the difference in the terrain. It looks level on the camera, but y'all, it is not level. Y'all see the house. We're about almost even with the roof of the house now, and we've been going down for a little bit. All the camera stand went. Oh my goodness. The camera stand fell out. Oh. There's the barn right there, and this is that pasture coming around here. This is one of the pastures. This is the one I just seeded and trying to get some grass. I got to come in here and cut a few of these trees out. Y'all can see how steep it is going back up. The cows is already waiting up there. Let me get up here. The cows is already waiting right there. So they know I'm on the way. Don't look like any babies yet. Let me get them fed. They still got some water in their bucket. Thank goodness, because I actually forgot to go get water. So I just have to bust ice in it. All right, we're gonna make a little bit different stop today. I still got all that manure that we cleaned out the barn right at the beginning of this storm. So we're gonna go over here to the manure pile and dump that out. I just wanted to show y'all, it don't matter how good you think you got it or how good you think you're doing. Y'all see this water line? It froze and busted. And y'all can see it split all the way down to there and split all the way down to there. So it don't matter how good you think you got things wrapped up or how good you think you're doing. Mother Nature always finds a way to win. Now, y'all know me coming out here putting light bulbs, and it actually split the elbow. If y'all look right there, it split that elbow too. So I went over there and water was just a daggone spraying. So, like I say, Mother Nature always finds a way. And humans, we just ain't never gonna keep up with that. We try our darndest and try our best wrapping stuff up, putting heat tape on stuff, putting heat lamps and light bulbs and stuff. And every year, especially if you got a farm and you got water lines, somebody in the city might not have as much of a deal or something when you got all your faucets that are just coming out your house and stuff. But when you live on a farm, and we probably have at least 800-900 feet of water line and are planning on putting down another about 400, 500, 600 feet of water line going to the barn. And we got one almost to the pig pen, but we're gonna run onto the pig pen and then run down to the chicken coop and all the way up to the barn. But we got water lines out to the garden and everything like that. So it's, when you got that much water line, especially in South Carolina, I always tend to bury my stuff a little bit deeper. Our freeze line is like 12 inches or something like that. And I bury my water lines like 16. I bury them as deep as I can get them without hitting nothing else. And you still deal with that. So we got the gator dumped out. I got to grab one of the camera mounts. It went out with it. I dumped all that stuff in there. We was in a hurry. And actually one of the camera mounts went out with it. So I got to grab that out of the cow poo and put that back in the back of the gator. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff that I find fascinating. Y'all might not, but I do. My fondest memories is going rabbit hunting with my granddaddy when we get some fresh snow and you could go out and track the rabbits. And that's what I was gonna just show y'all. Ooh, just anybody wondering, I lost feeling to my fingers about 15-20 minutes ago. They're numb. Try to show y'all some different stuff. If y'all look right here, I don't know if y'all can see it good. Let me get some in the sun. That is rabbit. Excuse me, it's focusing on my finger. That is rabbit tracks. And y'all can see where the rabbit, the sun is being not cooperating, the shadows. Y'all can see the rabbit track go over there. He went over to the manure pile. And I'm gonna show y'all. He looked like he played around right here a little bit. And y'all can see where he didn't go far. You can tell the difference in a rabbit track. You can see the back feet make the little hop marks. So he went right there, and turned around and came back. And y'all can see the rabbit tracks. So he's living in that brush pile. Somewhere in that brush pile. He's got him a home. I just wanted to show y'all, it is so fascinating. And I remember those teachings from my granddaddy when I was younger. Just to be able to tell the difference in tracks and stuff in the snow. And tell where they're going, which way they're going, especially for rabbit hunters. That's a big one because you want to be able to see the tracks, especially if you're not using dogs. If you're using dogs, they chase the rabbit. But if you're just hunting by yourself, like me and my granddaddy did, you could actually learn to scan ahead and watch where the rabbit tracks go, because you don't want to walk right up on like that brush pile right there. Sometimes they'll stay, sometimes they'll take off, but you wanted to be able to know where that rabbit was. So if you was hunting with two people, one person could be ready while the other person went over there at the other end of the brush pile and jumped on the brush pile or something like that and made the rabbit run out. Like I say, dogs eliminate that, because dogs will track the rabbit and they'll start, you can tell when they start getting close to a rabbit, picking up a fresh scent. But it's stuff like that I miss. My granddaddy taught me. I remember we only got about 4, 5, 6 snows like that, and he woke me up one morning and wanted to go rabbit hunting. I still remember all the fishing trips my dad took me on down at Santee. We didn't have a trolling motor, nothing fancy like that. We just had an old John boat with I believe it was a 25 Evinrude on the back of it, and we'd go out where we was going. My daddy'd be wearing his old blue jeans or his cut-off blue jean shorts, and he'd sit on the front of the boat with a paddle and just paddle us real slowly all through the cypress trees, and we'd catch a mountain of brim. You didn't have to, or shell crackers or something like that. You didn't have to have no fancy trolling motors and a $100,000 bass boat and stuff like that. And I still hold to those beliefs. I've had nice bass boats and stuff, but I don't want stuff like that no more. I got my daddy's old John boat back there. You just remember those things and you cherish them. So let's see, might not see anything. Let's go over here and see if we can kick us up a rabbit and see if he'll come out. Probably not, but. Well, I don't see nothing. Either he's holding tight or he's somewhere else. Y'all hear that? Y'all can see the snow falling. A nice breeze just came through and it was beautiful. All the snow that's like caught on the tree limbs and stuff, the wind blew it off and it was like it was snowing all over again. Y'all, I'm drinking I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a frozen Coca-Cola. I left it on the gator yesterday while I was out at the barn. So it's like having a Coke slushy. It's frozen all up. That's good. That's actually good. That reminds me, when everybody remember when you was a kid, you'd take a Coke or a Pepsi, you put it in the freezer, and you'd let it sit for like 30 minutes, and you bring it out, and it'd be somewhat frozen. You slush it up, put it back in there, and keep letting it get slushy and slushy and slushy, and freeze up. And then you bring it out and drink the Coke frozen Coca-Cola or the frozen Pepsi. Man, that was good. That was the good old days when you didn't have to worry about nothing. Or anybody remember putting peanuts, the parched peanuts? You take a thing of the Planters peanuts and you pour them down in your Coca-Cola and eat them and drink them at the same time. I don't see nobody doing nothing like that no more. Oh, that sun feels good, warming me up a little bit. I couldn't feel my fingers. All right, we got the manure dumped out. Let's head on back down to the house. Old Red was way over here up the driveway. He likes to follow you around. Tigger used to do that. He'd follow us all over the yard, follow us up to the garden. Anywhere we went, he'd follow us. All right, y'all. We back here at the house. Everything's taken care of. Baby pigs are okay. Oreo and the new little pig and Rusty are doing good. Pearl and the babies is doing really good. Babies is staying warm. Glad me and Mikey went over there and put that extra piece of plywood up to keep some extra heat in there, because y'all, it's cold. It's really cold. Brownie and his gang are doing good. They're nice and warm. All the chickens is doing good. The rabbits are doing good. The puppies, they don't think a whole lot of the snow. Ship and Gracie are inside in the room against Ship's will. That's what that's what me and Mikey call it, because that dog will not stop whining. He is whining and crying, wanting to be back outside. But y'all, he got we don't know if he was playing or if he was just being brave and wanting to see. But over there on the catfish pond where it is froze over, he decided he was going to walk out on the ice a little bit and fell through the ice right on the edge of it. I don't know if he's trying to get something or what, but he was soaking wet from about the back of his front paws all the way down, and he did not want to come inside, but we made him come inside, tricked him with a treat, got him inside and got him up there with Gracie, and he has not stopped whining, wanting to be back outside. We have repeatedly brought him inside during the storm, and he sits at the door scratching at the glass, wanting back outside. And I'll put him back out for like 30 minutes, and then he's all giddy. He comes back inside again, and then 10, 15 minutes later, he's ready to go back out the door again. So we're keeping him warm. We're forcing him. He's staying in there right now. He's probably looking at me out the window. And once he dries off good, I'll let him come back out with Gracie. But we just wanted to make sure with him being wet that he wasn't going to get too cold and stuff like that. Everything's fed and watered and taken care of. Dry bedding, warm bedding. Snow's melting. Like I say, on that hillside over here, y'all can see that snow will be over there. There'll be still patches of it over there that the sun don't get, because the sun don't stay on it long enough. Y'all can see the little sun streaks through it, but it just won't stay there long enough to actually melt all of it. So it'll take a long time. It'll be something pretty to look at. It's beautiful to look out and see the patches of white snow. So let me get on inside and see how Mikey's doing. He's been working on y'all a video, trying to get it out on everything we had to deal with this 3 inches of snow, which I'll call it, honestly, if you counted because it was melting first. Everybody knows that the ground's warm and the first layers of snow. But I guarantee if the ground had been cold enough, we'd have probably got about 5-6 inches of snow. But it ended up being 3 inches, and which is plenty enough for me. So thank y'all for coming along with me. Hope y'all have a great day. God bless. Y'all come back and see us soon.